What's going on?
Oh yeah, it's all good. I'm patient with it.
Try
Hold
to get
on.
that ain't nothing but somebody trying to destroy.
Yep.
I know how the shit go.
Hold on, let me get these in here.
So you can still hear me with those pods in there? No,
Let's see.
I
Ye-
just you can hear me,
Yeah, it's a lot better from me like that anyway. So
huh?
yeah, it's a lot better from me like that. So we good.
Yeah, those pods.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. So look, yeah, it's gonna be what it is anyway. So
Right.
here we are on Wednesday, like we promised. Uh, if you go back to Hawaii time, we actually early. So we
Right.
independent. So, uh,
Yep.
late, but sometimes shit happens. So, what's up, Cowboy Nation? What's up, everybody? All our cream risers, our show shot riders. Again, this is G Look with the Conscious Consultant over there, Black Magic, and we just coming in at this last one of the year.
Yeah. Hey, 1 second, 1 second. I'm gonna share it with some people on my Instagram real quick. Give me 1 second. I can't do both, so give me like I'm gonna
All
share
right,
it because people can tap
yeah,
in. Hold on.
yeah. Try to get them up in here. I hope you can hear me when you freezing.
All right. Let's see. I've had to send a few people. We'll just let it play out though. But
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. So
Oh,
yeah,
so
what's up, G?
I can share right now and try to get some folks up in here on the live.
So it should be the three little dots there. You press that. It should say you can share, and then it'll give you an option to share with your chats on Instagram, and then you could just kind of send it to them just like an Instagram live.
Oh, I could do it that way, or I could share on Facebook too, huh?
Yeah, if you give you that option, yeah, because you got more access to me on that. Like I got a limited access. So when it comes to the social media, so you probably can send it to people on your.
Let's see who hop up in here. Oh yeah, okay. So I went to Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to. Yeah, all right. See how that go,
Yeah. Ain't rising.
and then I'm gonna go ahead and Facebook too. I'm gonna do the
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah. Just blast it out. Blast it.
Got me.
Yeah.
All right, cool. See what happens. Shit, to get me a account boost while I'm here now.
Yeah. Why not? Why
Yes.
not?
Hey, everybody coming on in here. What's up? Again, this
What
is
it
G
do?
Look, and this is the uh, consultant TCC. And today we're gonna talk to y'all a little bit. First of all, blessings. Hope y'all having a safe holiday and holiday season and all of that good stuff. So we try to come on Sundays at 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Wednesdays with Cream Rises. And G, go ahead and give them a little spiel on what Cream Rises mean, bro.
Yeah, so basically, cream rises. Um, that whole concept and that title is something we want to put on here. Just basically, just like what it means in the regular world, the cream rises to the top. Basically, the cream of the crop, the best of the best, the truth, the spirit of things, the essence of things rises to the top always. So we kind of put that in there, just like in life and everything in our spirit, everything we going through, everything we experience. That the cream rises, the truth, the spirit of things, the highest of things comes to the top. So that's what we do. We kind of tap into um, just to not even hold no bars on y'all. Like it's absolution with spirituality, with our essence, who we are, couched in this world and this experience, and we bring that down home to everybody's individual experiences that it can have in this place, and bringing it back home to something higher. And so we tap into different subjects and we bounce them off each other. Obviously, G Look is my dad. I'm the consciousness consultant. I'm the son. We come through G Look Corral as the avenue. Well, that's a good look as the overall umbrella company. But we do this to bring the spirit behind everything that we doing, the truth behind everything we doing. So I had it on my heart yesterday. I was talking to my dad yesterday, and we was just kind of just vibing like we normally do. And I was feeling, and I kind of put y'all on that little prequel on my story. I had a little teaser, topic teaser, I called it, on my story about love, and it was just an aspect of love I wanted to tap into, bounce it off of G Look, and just kind of dive into this. And I think it could like open some people's eyes and just kind of give them some clarity, some heart, some understanding on some things. So basically, the topic was love, but I was really kind of starting with the underlining theme of being what some aspects of love that we could talk about. And I think we throw this word love around a lot. It's a very abstract word, and we use it for a lot of different things. But um, one thing that was on my heart is what I said is that when you have that love and your type of love in your heart for yourself and for whatever you love and what you're reflecting, in the spiritual, physical, whatever level, um, you don't you don't demand of it, and you don't demand, require, or respect of it to be something it's not, right? And but you do nurture what it is, and so I think that's something that's a really big thing that causes a lot of frustration in a relationship, uh, any kind of relationship, intimate, father to son, mother to daughter, just homie, girl to girl, whatever it may be. I think that's something that people don't really.
Can I give you just a little bit of context as it relates to what we're talking about here?
Yeah,
Saying is spot on, but I want people to be clear that uh, the black man is a missing link as far as being diluted and convoluted and confused, but people in generally are as well. So what we're trying
yeah,
to do is reset you with this series of cream rises so you can really get that spiritual base and that real base as opposed to that bullshit that we've been on.
yeah,
So today love, it could be money tomorrow, it could be your self-esteem, it could be whatever. So before we go deep into that, I just think that our hearers should have a real clear understanding that the mission is not to come back here to pour into people and be God's servant through our platform, which is our Western platform or whatever.
yeah,
And I'd like to thank y'all because we've been getting some cash apps from you guys. So thank you guys. We hadn't even pushed it like that. So I'll put the cash app up there if you like what we're doing. Throw a few dollars in there, help us out with some of these phone bills and whatever we're doing. You know,
yeah,
and before we just dive deep into it, because I definitely have a little bit of a slight different view on what the love deal is than the conscious consultant does. But at the end of the day, love is all giving. It's the answer to everything. It's a bitter pill to swallow for some. But so I'm sorry, G. I just had to give some context as to why they even
yeah.
listening to it on here.
No,
We want
no, that's beautiful. No, that's perfect. That's what we need. And
and young
so.
people
Uh,
guys pick up, share that with young people because without the young people knowing what's up, the truth, they'll float around this motherfucker and be wearing dresses and shooting people out of Bentleys in Beverly Hills. You don't want that.
yeah, Yeah, yeah. So no, so basically, yeah, that's that's what we talk about in context of how we couching it in this setting. Um, First and foremost, I feel like I'm talking about love that was brought up because I feel like that's something that ultimately everyone is seeking or everyone runs off of in a certain way, whether in some form or fashion. In this experience, as spirits, as higher, in our higher experiences and stuff like that. I don't want to get too metaphysical right now, but we can go there as it proceeds. But basically, what I'm saying is, you know, I feel like the reason why we don't feel fulfilled a lot of times in our relationship and our understanding of beings and ourself is we don't understand that. We don't understand that we it's almost like we say love, but we have an apple seed, but we want it to be an orange tree instead of an apple seed and nurturing it to be an apple tree. And and so because of that, we always feel fulfilled in our love, and that's why people, they feel betrayals. A lot of things you feel in this place because of that, because there's lack of understanding of what one of the main aspects to me of what love is and its requirements. And it's understanding who you with, who they are, and the direction by their own vibration, by your assessment of that, by being vulnerable and understanding that, and then not expecting or not requesting or demanding or expecting something of them that's not in their wheelhouse, that's not in their aura. You'll always be disappointed that way. You will misunderstand why they're in your life, and you misunderstand the purpose of your relationship with them. And so I was going to put that into context even higher and bring that back down. So basically, everything that's going on in this place in general, we in a human experience, we spirits in a human experience. I'm sure some what I'm saying is not nothing new to some people, but it may be new to some. We eternal spirits, consciousnesses, souls in a human experience. This is one of many experiences you can have, one of many lifetimes you can have in this place and in other realms. When you have this one comes with a few little laws and rules to it. It's its own matrix in its own way. It has certain has a duality as one of the illusion of duality as one of the laws of it, meaning that there's light and dark, or the seemingly bad and good, or getting and not getting, or having and getting it taken away. Things like that. Love and loss. Things like that are part of the experience in this place. You have emotions. You have thoughts. You have a physical body. You have senses. These are some of the rules that you play with in this place. We came here for this experience to know ourselves deeper through this experience. So when we speak from this place, we speak in to enlighten people to understand why they having certain experiences and what they can see in that and get out of it, so they're not so lost by and overwhelmed by the emotions and the feelings and the ideals that's programmed in us, so that we can know what that shit means. So when I'm
Yeah.
talking about love right now, go ahead,
So
Sheila.
why is that such a natural thing? Why is it such a
What
thing attached to you know different things that happen here? And not
what's the natural thing?
experience. In other words, not to just know there's no duality or there's no right
Mhm.
or things like that. Why do we place things like that, and what makes us
Mhm.
on to that?
So basically, we in this place that has these rules. Okay, let me couch it like this. It's almost like if you was in, um, say, you was experiencing elementary school, right? If you in elementary school, there's certain rules and stuff that you have there for you can experience that way, right? So Earth Realm is similar to that. So say, not that it's elementary school, it's actually a high level school. Everybody here is an old soul. Everybody here at born after like certain time in the 1900s is like an old soul. We all old ancient souls. But my point is this experience is heavily laden in its senses, emotions, and intensity in how you feel the vibrations to accelerate our soul to know what we really are. So every experience you feel a full on brunt of senses, emotions, and thoughts with this identity that you think that you are them, so you can understand what you are through them. So it's not to not experience them or not feel them, but when you don't have the wisdom and the reflection to know what you are in them or how to perceive them, you could feel overcome by them because you won't know a higher truth.
Mm.
So to answer your question, is it's set up that way. Everybody's life is set up that way to whatever experience they have to taste that way to know something further, or higher, or deeper. That's the point of this experience. So when we have this experience, we ultimately, in from this space, what I'm here to do is ultimately it's align us with the highest way we can see it from a loving space, meaning understanding what love is, what peace is, what you really are, what your soul's purpose is, what your contracts are here, what your spirit brings forth. Every experience is to show you more of that, right?
All right.
So,
So,
mhm,
if you're talking to a layman, just a regular old person that went to high school, got out of high school, you know, Bill's married, in the bowling league, or rides his horse, and he feels like everything is all right. Um, what I'm saying, he's not hurting nobody intentionally, and as far as he's concerned. There's no motivation to reach to a higher understanding. Does that come
mhm.
around to in his own due time, or is that just an anointing for a certain amount of people? Some motherfuckers better than others. This is a question I'm asking.
That's a good question. I think it's both. So my answer is both. So I feel like so it's an anointing, but it also comes in its own time. So I know that seems confusing because in the human experience, everything is always usually black or white in our understanding, or it's either this or that. But we have a multi-dimensional experience, whether you tapped into that or know it or not. So it's both.
Mm,
There's a time frame in your life where you start to understand this, or you're open to understand this, or something in you is moving you to dive deeper into certain things. That is a
right,
time frame. That's a destiny. It's beyond destiny, beyond fate. That's meant to happen. But
right.
also that is an anointing to your level and your depth of understanding of that too as well. So there's different degrees and levels of how what that means to you and how that echoes in your eternity and with others that you're around. So it's
Right.
both. We
Okay.
speak like this just so whoever can hear it, whoever's palatable for it, whoever may get something out of it, whoever bell may be rung by some things we saying, whether it's one sentence or 20 or the whole thing, that's part of God's destiny as well too. When I say God, I'm talking about the source of all things, the is what governs all things, what's this life force of all things. So that's how I would say that. And to couch that back into love is what I'm saying is love is a avenue for us to understand that because love is one of the most coveted concepts or ways to experience in this place, absolutely, and in this place. It's the reason why people be with other people. People got sons and daughters and friends and like to do certain things because they say they love it,
Mm-hmm.
right? People love to
Mm-hmm.
go fishing. People love to lift weights. People love certain food. They love this clothes. They love they whatever. They spouse. They love their kids. They love their dog, right? So we throw this word around because it's an avenue. It's a way to find the divine and understand what you are and what's really going on in this place if we inspect it truly. So one of the ways to truly dive into it is to dissect it by holding space with your emotions to see it for what it is. So, for instance, what I was saying is not so. Just this key, just even that code is saying don't expect something or demand something of somebody you love that you don't think they could do. Just that in itself, hearing that and putting that in and just pondering that is going to allow you to see things you ain't never seen, not just about them, but about your connection with them and what it's rooted in the depths of your life, what your purposes of your experiences are showing you, and are you understanding the reality that the source has you living out in this place right now. So that's kind of what we talking about. But we can bring that down too. We can house it more practically if it sounds too airy for people. This is the truth regardless. But like if we don't talk, we can still bring it down to like
Yeah, but what I'm asking is, so you got coaches, you got pimps, you got it's you got people that pull things and have people do things that they didn't know they could do.
right,
So it is possible
yeah,
to somebody that's not doing everything you know they could do and pull that from them.
right, 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 right. That's exactly right. Totally agree with it. I feel like that's my one of my recipes is what you just said. G, look, I love that, and I think you can say that. Please say that again for the people because I think coming from you and your space and what God has you to do is a beautiful thing. You want to say that again, like
Well,
real?
there are spirits and authorities and positions that have the energy to pull things from people that they can't pull from themselves, or to get them to a level that they should be at, or they can be at, that they don't know it. So they might be acting like a peach and they really a watermelon, you know what I'm saying? But they act like a peach and you can see watermelon all in them. You know what I'm
There we
saying?
go. Yeah,
Pimps,
yeah,
drill
yeah,
sergeants do, coaches do that, gang leaders do that.
yeah,
Motherfuckers pull out of people. They see something in them. That's why they even let them be on the team. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
They see the
Yeah,
potential.
yeah,
Said
right, right.
spirits and souls that could adapt. I think that's an act of love too. I think when you was addressing, like, if you marry a meek, or you fall in love, or you a soulmate or a running partner with somebody that is an intellectual, a book reader, a person that gets fulfillment and seeking higher, and you're trying to make them be a MMA fighter or some shit that's not even that's not about them, wouldn't even be exercising. I think that's what you was addressing more than that other one. You know, they could be
Right.
confused. Yeah.
Right. No.
Mm.
Right. And that's what I'm saying is a deeper thing than even surface. Is like you said, that's the start of it. Is more like what you saying, understanding the spirit and the space that the being that you say or the thing that you say you love is on. You know what I mean? Understanding that that's part of the love. And so what I'm saying is more than the outcome of that is the love part is the divulging and the diving in to understand the thing that you love and understanding yourself in it. And that's the key to human, yeah. And to me, that is the key to bringing human love into God love and to bringing human love into deeper and higher things because we are not, and I don't, I know people say, oh, like we at a time, everybody got noticed now. Everybody got to know this now. We in these bodies, we have an experience. Everybody know this is not it. It's not the only thing. So, I know that might be a little forward, but I'm just the truth, man. Like it's like this is not it.
No, I'm gonna say this too. If you tuning into this and we're trying to you and we're trying to get reflection back and we loving you guys, we're not gonna pretend like something here, like the Rams winning the Super Bowl is the ultimate like the
Right.
ultimate
We can enjoy
here. You know,
that.
it's not here. The ultimate shit here is realizing that this is not it. Nothing here is. That's the ultimate thing.
Right.
That
There
gives
are
you
avenues.
freedom. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right, right. And I like what you said, Jilla, because it's like we can still enjoy this realm to a degree and all that stuff, but there are avenues. There's avenues for us to have higher realization. And it
Right.
don't gotta always be so war. You gotta see spirit like there's a lot all that's available. Everybody got different capacities. But just even the understanding and knowing that if you see the patterns and the frequencies of your experience, then you can dive into that with that way. So I'm just giving little clues and hints of where you could use different things in this place to expand on that and see and dive into that. You can break those codes by just even you inquiring within your own experience, right?
So
And so love is
wrapping that in, coming into the new year, what would be a practical for people? Like, we love our, like, for me, when I got my horse, not this horse I got now, but when you was little, remember we had Butch?
hmm
So motherfuckers was told me, don't treat the horse like a dog and be loving on that motherfucker and just petting him, walking around. He's a horse, right?
hmm
Not to some people, because we was around a lot of white people, and the white people are animal lovers, and they were treating the horse in a different way than the culture I came up in. You know what I'm saying? To
hmm
be written and to eat the hay and go sleep in the damn thing, and then come out and get the put the shoes on and love your horse, but you ain't got to be treating it like no dog, and you shouldn't treat no dog like anything but a dog, and you shouldn't
Right,
treat a human like anything other than the type of human that they are. You know what I'm saying?
right,
That
right.
takes you in pouring out. So I would just say, because we're going into 24 minutes here, I just want to start getting into a practical coming into the year. What would you say would be a great practical to start? Not just tossing the word love around, but just the baby steps of experiencing love.
Yeah. So the practical is feel your emotion that you call love for whatever the thing you love is. I don't care if it's your wife, your kid, your dog, a drink, or whatever it may be. Inquire on that, but dive into source that. Start to learn, realize how to source yourself, how to source what that means to you, what that is. Put expand on that to see what that's giving you, what you're giving it, what it means, the weight of that, where's that coming from. So practically start to question yourself the ways you wouldn't question. I call it cornering yourself. We used to
Oh,
call it the consciousness corner, conscious consultant. One of my consulting techniques is corn. It's called cornering yourself. So
okay.
it's like, remember, like back in the day, like remember if you was about to get jumped or something like that or whatever, you're not feeling. You feel when you got three people that's about to jump and you corner your back against the wall. Whatever you feel right there is what you feel right there, and all that's coming out. Or if you feel like, damn, I can't pay this bill, and I got no, you cornered, right? So
Yeah.
when like yeah, so you can corner yourself without it having to happen to you. It's a grace to be able to do that. Without having life happen, you can corner yourself with your beautiful, even the beautiful things, with your love, with your peace, with whatever you think you like or whatever you do or your thing. But start to corner yourself with. I always be like, you could press, you call it pressing yourself, whatever press or corner yourself with these things that we talking about. Dive deeper into, not just intellectually dive deeper. Not I'm not talking about just mind fucking yourself. I'm talking about sourcing where your energy and your emotions is coming from, and what that energy is requiring, or what it's trying to see, or what it's getting out of that, or what it means to you. And so then you start to understand yourself at a soul and a spirit level from that. Your
As
consciousness starts to
as
expand.
opposed to what? What's an example of not doing that?
You just overwhelmed by emotion and mental thoughts and autopilot in this place.
Right.
You just on autopilot, and so you just kind of like you hear, and you just you just like on a roller coaster like this, and you just up, and you just blown
Uh,
back and forth in the wind. You're not understanding or noticing nothing more than a pattern. You just in the pattern, and even if you in the pattern, you can notice, or you're not notice in a way. I'm not talking about being cunning. You gotta understand, it's not a, oh, I saw that, no, it's, man, why is that? What does that mean? Like a genuine, sincere questioning and inquiring and cornering of yourself to understand what's you, so you can see that for what it is, see you for what you are in that birth space for you to have depth in yourself, and also to have of certain emotions be at bay, and not because it's right or wrong, but because now without the pull of the being overwhelmed by the space in the place, you can see what the experience is showing you.
all right.
You can see what it's showing
So
you.
I think that's a good place. So we're gonna do a part two of this Sunday on New Year's Day. That's why I said
Mm-hmm.
practical out, and I think we're gonna bring some people in, maybe allow a couple other people to speak on their
Yeah.
experience. That you know,
Yeah,
I
let's do that.
yeah, on Sunday at 8 o'clock, because what I want to do, we hit into a half hour here, and I never want to just do that too long. Keep people, give them some food and stuff. But you're great, and the police out here, some out here is the real reason I want to not get here. But
Yeah, yeah.
the
Hell
thing,
yeah.
but again, we're Cream Rises. That's gonna be every Wednesday and Saturday. Gee, as you could tell, man,
No, Sunday.
he not gonna play with you with the food, and we're trying to get better. We love the people that's chiming in. We just love all you guys. Again, Cowgirl Crew, some of our sponsors and 2B sponsors, and some of our people that just follow us. So just, your input is welcome. So even on the replay, go ahead and put your comments in there. Hit us on the Cash App. Let us know what you'd like us to talk about. Your suggestions, we're gonna look at them and keep it moving. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So, this is just, we had a little technical difficulties today, so we came out the block stumbling, but we still finished. You know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna always run and finish. You know what I'm saying? So, the first thing you're gonna see 8 o'clock Sunday morning is us. And that's
right.
New Year's Day, right before you look at the parades and shit. After you get sobered up from your New Year's Eve, that's gonna be us at
Yeah.
8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So, is it 9 or 8, G?
It's 8. So Sundays at 8, Wednesdays at 4.
I'll be forgetting. Yeah.
No, it's all
So
good.
so anyway, just want to wish everybody a happy new year. Take that practical that G just shared with you. Let's try to do that. in these last little days with the travel problems and the weather and everything that's going on and going into the New Year's. Let's try to take that practice. We're gonna call this part one. We're gonna go part two and get a little bit deeper and a little more emotional about it, and then take out of the emotions and get to the real shit. Uh,
Yeah.
on so again, thanks everybody for chiming in. If you see this, you like it, share it, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And then we should be on point on Sunday. And G, anything in closing?
No, you said it all. Like I said, we I left early with that, and that's something I just want y'all. I want people to start tagging in and hitting back. And like I said, if you felt full formula, you want to want to give, and you feel led to help. Like I said, Pop's gonna put on the Cash App on the always on the info box and everything. But that's just to keep us going. But like you said, everything I'm saying is for the greater good of all souls and humanity that it reflects to.
That's
We here for all different purposes, and like I said, once you know that, that's what you do. And so God has shown me that a few years back, and so use those things because what it does is it deepens your understanding of what's going on. So you're just not just running around this place and not understanding that, not thinking that you just this body or it's just this or just that. Because trust me, things come and go in here. I know understanding of that, and this can give you more foundation. So like J-Lick was saying, we're just gonna keep that going. We'll do part two. We'll dive more into some specifics and some more emotional stuff and get a little bit more racy with it, and then we can just come back up to the top for air. Like you said, we already know the conscious consultant on Instagram. That's a good look on Instagram. There's a G Look Corral YouTube. We're gonna post up. We're gonna have everything like, share, subscribe, donate, all that. If you got questions, type them in the box. If you want to tap in, let us know. If you got a topic, let us know. We always promoting it. We're gonna keep it going. Sundays at 8, Wednesdays at 4, for the pure flow. That's what it is.
all right then. So without further ado, y'all have a great New Year's and be safe.
Yes, sir.